I think it was a good show, even without the autograph stuff.
Oh yeah.
The show itself was good. We didn't get all the big stars, but it was good.
Well, but there was no, like, sort of, like, underneath guys that you've never heard of doing the house show, like, the first time they've ever wrestled, and it was all, if you tune in and you watch Impact, and, Homicide was there, just the name, Jay Lethal, I mean,
Money,
it's people you heard of.
The Champ was there,
You get Homicide already.
And Jeff Jarrett was there, the founder of TNA, actually got his autograph. Which is unusual. We've been to tons of autograph signings, but in one night got like 5 autographs.
Yeah. 7, I think it was.
Unreal.
Jeremy Borash.
Oh, yeah.
Now we are going to do our top 5. Our top 5 this week, as I said at the top of the show, is talkers in the business. And that means anybody that cuts a decent promo, Kevin.
Not just anybody who can speak.
And I guess I'll start off with my number 5. Is a current guy, and that would be John Cena. Like him or hate him, you gotta admit the guy's great on the mic. When he first came in, and he was supposed to be a heel, and he was doing his whole rap and having the fans finish it for him, and now, I mean, like, this week on Raw, he mentioned, like, Tyson was the host. He said about, like, playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Like, he always has little pop culture type things in his things, so he cuts an entertaining promo.
No argument there. If only he worked that hard on his wrestling.
Ooh. Yeah, because he doesn't let no wrist watch from wrist lock.
My number 5 guy is, Wes, you're probably too young, but the rest of us remember, Roddy Piper.
I think I know who Rowdy Piper is. Jesus Christ.
In his heyday, not the Piper. Not the Piper that hosted a couple weeks ago that was rambling on about car crashes and matches and making no sense. In his heyday, Piper could talk. He was awesome. I like Piper. Him and Hogan would have promos and stuff with each other.
Yeah. Number 5 for me is Hulkster, Hogan.
That's right, brother.
The vitamins, the prayers.
Yeah.
My number 5 is Mr. Kennedy! Just because I thought it was pretty cool that he had a frickin' microphone come down, and that's how he could cut his promos, and he was pretty funny.
And he used to announce himself.
Yeah.
I've never done that
before.
before.
Exactly. Making a fool of Michael Cole, that's always a good thing.
Yeah. Michael Cole does.
It's so easy to do.
Michael Cole does that himself.
Yeah.
Remember to be like, that's right, lost a pound.
Yeah. That was always fun.
Yep.
My number 4 is, well, as you might know, because you got a DVD of the guy, but Jake the Snake Roberts. That guy could cut some chilling promos. If you looked at him and the way he talks sometimes, he looked like a serial killer. He's really good.
In his heyday, not when he
yeah. In his heyday, he was...
We're going to eat a few snakes.
he could get into your head and, he... Much like, kind of like The Undertaker with his entrance and everything, he kind of had you beat before you even wrestled.
He was boring.
Well, that's not a vote for Jake the Snake and Kevin. My number 4 guy wasn't a wrestler, but he was awesome on the mic, Bobby the Brain Heenan. He was very good because he had all those guys at his stable that couldn't talk, like Haku and the Barbarian and God knows whatever Andre said. So he had to do all the talking for him, and he was very good at it. He'd make it seem like Barbarian had a chance against Hogan, even though you knew he didn't.
Yeah, definitely agree with you on that.
Yes.
My number 4 is Chris Jericho. Especially when he made fun of Stephanie and that funny stuff. The trash bag. The trash bag.
A lot of beating,
Yeah. Before he turned to a bad guy. My number 4 is Kurt Angle. Because Kurt Angle does a lot of funny stuff. He can do a lot of serious stuff. They can put him in any storyline, and he's either really funny or he can do that Charmel gutter slut storyline where you think he's like trying to rape her or something, and you're like, what the hell are you doing, Angle?
with him in Austin?
Yeah. Yeah, him and Austin, that was good.
That wasn't really a promo, it was more of a skip, but yeah.
Yeah, well, but it's good stuff, and anything he says, he always can back it up, because there's no one who can really shine Kurt Angle.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
My number 3 is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Anybody that's, you know, coming into the business wants to learn how to talk, he's one of the guys you should sit and watch. Son of a plumber, he could ramble on, but you were into it, you know. So that's
Especially with
Dusty.
satire.
Not that Dusty Rhodes.
Oh.
Like that DVD box that. Remember we pressed it in when it was talking for like 10 minutes? I'm like, what the hell? Shut that thing up.
My number 3 is also the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He was a common man. He wasn't the best looking guy. He wasn't even a prototypical wrestler. He looked like a guy who just rolled in off the street. But sort of like I did at my job. But he could really talk. He just finished a promo he started in 1975 yesterday. He's such a good talker. His DVD talked. Right.
You can't crack wheat with Dusty Rhodes.
You never knew what he was talking about.
I didn't even know what you talking about.
At the end of it, you were like, yeah. Kev?
Mine is John Cena. For the same reasons we said before, was number 5.
All right. My number 3, I was going to put one of these guys in, but I had to put both in. Because you had to put them in with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. DX. Just from the old stuff to the new stuff to when they're by themselves to, you know, it's just either...
Classic.
Yeah, classic to be funny. And when Triple H was a heel, he was really good on the mic. When Shawn was a heel, he was great on the mic. But together, you know, they just... There's no one who can... yeah.
And I still say DX should have a movie.
yeah,
Like the
WWE film should do that.
Like the
really.
Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
DX the movie.
That would be really good, I think. Be in character.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
My number 2 is, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. The Rock, good, bad, no matter what, by far, I don't think anybody at his time could touch him on the mic.
No.
Yeah, he'd come out, and even as a heel, he'd start cutting his thing, and the fans would start, and he'd be like, this isn't Sing Along with The Rock. And then his thing, he'd come into a town, and finally The Rock has come back. I mean, he's been gone, what, almost 10 years now, I think? And you still remember like it was yesterday, so that's a sure hint that you're a great talker.
Oh, yeah.
He even could get without talking. Like I said, when he was on that SmackDown anniversary show, and they just showed him on the Titantron. For 10 minutes, they just cheer. He hadn't said a word.
Yeah.
He does that eyebrow thing. They're like going
his
nuts.
eyebrow, yeah.
And they haven't said it. Yeah.
Or when he was on the Hall of Fame, and he was making fun of John Cena and the Marine.
That's easy
that
to
was
make
good.
fun of.
That's good classic stuff, though. How he wasn't there for so long, but he still get the laugh.
Yeah, The Rock is awesome. He's missed.
Definitely.
Come back, Brock.
Please, we're
Please.
begging you.
Do both.
Shut Cena
Yeah.
up.
You gotta do both. You gotta do
Be
movies
our
and
savior,
your
but Jericho wasn't.
My number 2 is...
Mind if I go?
If you must.
I don't know how you missed it.
He's gonna mess your arm up again, Kevin. He's
My,
gonna be like
my
this
number
next
2
week.
guy.
8 different stories about how you got that.
My number 2 guy is Chris Jericho. I think good, bad, it doesn't matter. He can talk,
Definitely.
and he can back it up, and he is one of the all-time greats, definitely.
Yes, definitely, yeah. I agree with you, yeah.
Kev?
Mine is Stone Cold Steve Austin, number 2. Because I like when he teamed up with Kurt Angle doing them skits. And him and Vince, they had such good chemistry.
Yeah.
No matter who they threw at him, he was good with them.
Him and Tyson.
Yeah.
Always got a little bit of sign language.
So Austin's number 2 for me.
My number 2 is Chris Jericho. Just good, bad. He's no matter what, he's good on the mic. Like, like we said about it was great with the trash bag hoe and calling Scott Steiner King Arthur and it's shit like that. But then now as a bad guy, he's using these dictionary words. I swear he must be back there like, this is a good word to use tonight. No one will know what it means. All the parasites and that's not a big word, but you know what I mean.
He calls us parasites and we cheer.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he doesn't get booed even as a heel.
I think
That's
Kurt
great.
should go back. Not Kurt.
Jericho.
Chris should go back to a